Hi, how you going? It's Rodney from RLCH here. Hypnosis, life coaching, counselling, and we also do a bit of breath sync works. All sorts of modalities to help you get from A to B or to Z, which may be or may not be part of your journey that you may be on right now. Tonight, it's Sunday evening. We're doing a hypnotic meditation on just drinking more water, and it's as simple as that. Cheers. So there's nothing that you need to do except, if you choose to, just put your headphones on, make yourself comfortable, and then just enjoy this next 30 minutes of this hypnotic meditation. So I'm going to turn my camera off because you don't need to see me, but you do need to hear me. And just a warning and a disclaimer not to operate machinery or drive a vehicle while listening to this session, as it can make you sleepy and tired. There's a special frequency and there's beats in the music that all enhance that heavy or lightness, whatever you may experience, but that deep hypnotic sensation that people get. So when you're ready, all you need to do is find yourself a nice, comfortable spot where you feel safe and supported. Perhaps kicking out the cats and the dogs and the kids, putting your headphones on, snuggling in to a nice, comfortable position with a pillow, a blanket, maybe even an eye mask. That's it. And you can choose to or choose not to listen to the sound of the music or to listen to the sound of my voice. And what we want is that deep, relaxed state where you can just float and drift. And when you're in that moment, the power of hypnosis kicks in. Because when you're that relaxed, your hypnotherapist can guide you, planting seeds of change, suggestions, commands. And if this anything we say that is not plausible or believable to your subconscious mind, well, that will just drift off and fall to the side. Or if it's too extreme to your mind, you'll just wake up and go, what is that person talking about? And you'll just awaken and get on with your day. Your conscious mind will take back over. So be open, be vulnerable, trust the process, and let's get started. So as you're making those last minute adjustments, I'm just going to say a few things about drinking more water. Now, we all know that we should be aiming for at least 1,500 to 1.5 litres to 2 litres to even 3 litres or more throughout the day, depending on your size, your body mass index, the weather, all sorts of things. But the minimum, 1.5 litres, maximum probably 3 litres. But if you're really, really unsure, you could just check with your doctor. But when you drink cups of tea, coffee, juice, Coke, soft drink, all that sort of stuff, that actually doesn't count as water. So I've got some bad news for you there. So what you have to do is, say you're drinking, just for the maths, say we're drinking, say, a litre of water a day. And then you have 1 cup of coffee, which is 250 mils, roughly. So that means that you now have to drink 1 litre, 250 of water, because the other drinks like the tea, coffee, soft drink, juice, they all have so much sugar and other things in them that they dehydrate you, and you can't really count them as water. So when people say, but I'm not drinking water, but I'm drinking 6 cups of tea or coffee a day, well, it doesn't quite work. And we need to be, our bodies are made up of 70, 75% water. So we need water to live, basically. So do what you have to do to get that water intake in. So most people, should be drinking plenty of water. But if you're anything like me, you just end up forgetting. Or just the prospect isn't as exciting as those other drinks I've been speaking about. And we all know we should be drinking 1 litre to 2 litres to 3 litres of water a day. And if you're anything like me, you have found it hard to keep up with the motivation. So just a reminder that we are largely made up of water. Our blood is around 83% water. Our muscles consist of 75% water. The brain is about 74% water, and the bones are about 22% water. So no wonder that drinking plenty of water makes you think more clearly, keeps your blood and your blood pressure healthy, and makes your muscles and bones work better. However, dehydration is just a matter of not drinking enough water. It's also a matter of consuming too many other drinks that steal those precious water away from you. Like I mentioned just before, the coffee, the tea, the soft drink, the juice, even alcohol all steal away water from you by promoting your body to lose more water. So what exactly does plenty of water as part of a regular diet actually do for you? Well, water helps with digestion. It also helps with absorption of essential vitamins and minerals. Water is essential to detoxify your kidney and liver. It can also carry away waste from the body. Water increases your physical and mental performance. It also keeps your skin smooth and glowing, as water is a great natural beautifier. Looks like I need to drink more water, hey? Water also helps you lose weight. It's also a great natural appetite suppressant. And drinking plenty of water is good for your heart. There are many great tips for you to follow to remind you to drink plenty of water for your health. Firstly, don't wait until you're thirsty. If you're drinking because you're thirsty, then it's too late. You want to drink to prevent yourself from becoming dehydrated in the first place. Keep water with you at all times, at day and night. Just have a little bottle or a little jug with you. It'll serve as a reminder for you to use it. You can even set a timer on your phone every hour just to remind you to drink water or until the habit sticks. There's also some pretty good apps out there that help track your water intake and give you reminders as well. So this hypnotic meditation today, as well as being wonderfully relaxing, it will help program your unconscious mind to remember to drink plenty of water and to keep yourself motivated so that you can quickly start enjoying all the health benefits that water has to offer. So as you rest there comfortably, you can just gently close those eyes if you haven't done also already. As you start to relax very deeply, an easy, natural relaxation, allowing the body and mind to tune in to each other and rest. But I don't want you to begin to drift down into trance too quickly or too slowly. So you can take your own time to give your unconscious mind the chance to remember just what it feels like to really relax. That's it. Those familiar sensations. The gentle rise and fall of the chest as each breath starts to slow down now. Because you know, do you not, that the more those breaths slow down, the calmer the body can become. And perhaps those breaths out and breaths in as you notice that rise and fall of your chest and that natural rhythmic breathing that is at a rate and a pace and depth that is good for you. That's it. Just take a few moments to tune in to the rhythm of each breath. Each breath in perfect time with the rhythm of that body. Resting more deeply. Drifting down into that place of perfect calmness deep inside. That's it. And I don't know where that place might be, but you can go there now. Perhaps a little curious to notice exactly where that is. Anticipating just how relaxing it can be. To drift into trance so naturally. So now you can begin to continue letting go. Letting go of the effort to pay close attention to anything at all. Letting go to even the effort to listen to my words. Because all of that subconscious mind is really so very good at listening for you. Taking in anything you need. So you don't need to think about that. Just discovering how it feels to let it all go. Nobody wanting anything. Nobody needing anything. Nobody demanding anything. Just you, here, in this moment, as you gently drift down to that place. That wonderful, comfortable, dream-like place. That's it. That place where you drift down so easily and naturally every night. Not quite asleep, not quite awake. Just that floating and drifting dream-like state. Easily letting go. Allowing my words to float off on the air. Letting that subconscious mind pay attention for you. As you rest deeper and deeper and deeper now. And I'd like you to imagine a soft, fluffy rain cloud. Perhaps getting a sense of being able to sink into the cloud like a huge, comfy mattress as you rest there, sinking deeper. And as the cloud begins to release its rain, getting a sense of gently floating down. The wonderful free falling of calmly drifting downwards. Maybe coming to rest on a mountain peak. Gathering together all those other raindrops. Bonding together. Forming a small stream. Winding down the mountain. And very slow at first. The restful way that you can just float along, drifting downwards. Down, down and down. Relaxing further now. Noticing how comfortable it can feel to flow around the rocks and the boulders, the streams building, other raindrops falling, and the stream picking up the pace into a wonderful natural flow of easiness and restfulness. That's it. A lovely freshness. Almost tasting that sparkling fresh water all around you. Eventually flowing out into a fabulous pool or lake, perhaps surrounded by beautiful trees. The sun warming the water through the branches. The flow slowing right down. Perhaps sinking into the lake bed to rest further. Sinking down, down and down. That's it. And that lake becoming very still, the smooth surface like a mirror. How the water blends so easily with nature. That essence of all life. Noticing how it can be so restful and calm, yet bright and refreshing. Allowing yourself a few moments to really enjoy those wonderful relaxation sensations. That's it. Because you know you need to listen to your body's needs and allow it to communicate with you. Just like a pet that you may or may not have at home, a cat or a dog, a bird. As your pet tries to communicate its needs but can't always get through. But the more that you get to know that pet, the more that you can understand their needs, understand what they're trying to say. And so you can learn to listen to your body. That communication between you and your body, your mind, and your soul becoming easily and naturally now. It's a subconscious process. And using the power of your imagination, if your body could really talk to you, if that skin and blood could speak, if those bones, muscles and fibers could all communicate with you in words, I wonder what they might say to you. What they would say about their need for water, about how essential water is to all the different parts of that body. Taking a few moments now to listen to those words, those pleas for water, the signs, the signals, all the way that body can let you know about its need for water. Very good. Resting further now, as your unconscious mind easily takes that on board. That's it. And you know there was a man once who inherited some valuable land. And this land was in part of the world where it didn't naturally rain much. But at first he didn't know anything about proper land management or the importance of irrigating the land. So bit by bit the land began to dry and die, and everything started to wither. The life going out of the land. And although a stream ran nearby, and although he was well within his rights to irrigate the land by diverting the water from this stream, but he didn't understand it yet. As he watched his precious land turning into the desert before his eyes, he began to realize that the land was crying out to him. He began listening to the land. He began to understand its need for water. So he diverted water from the stream, and he started to hydrate the land regularly. And he was astonished at how soon the land returned to life, surprising him with just how quickly the precious gift of water can breathe life back into the land. Quickly learning just how much the land needed to be at its most healthy. The green grass returning, the trees coming back to life, flowers shooting up through the ground, fed by the water. And the land became like an oasis, a wonderful area of life and colour, fabulous fragrances dancing on the breeze, birds high in the trees, their songs filling the air. Excellent. Now getting a sense of those times of the day when that body of yours needs to be hydrated. Getting used to drinking water before you become thirsty. Getting a sense of enjoying perhaps that first glass of the day as you awaken from that deep slumber, enjoying that freshness in a way that the water can revitalize. Noticing the differences when you really keep yourself hydrated. Notice those health benefits, the increased energy levels. As that you there drinking water at regular intervals throughout the day. Perhaps taking in that second or third glass of water for the day instead of a tea or a coffee. Thinking carefully about those times when you will drink each day. Maybe getting a sense of where you might be. Perhaps at work, the water bottle nearby. Enjoying a nice, refreshing glass of water with lunch That's it. Thinking about all those different cues throughout the day, those times which will remind you to drink a glass of water. Trusting that subconscious mind to remember those cues at regular intervals during the day. That's it. Taking some time now to really get a sense of all those different times. Having that awareness and understanding that you can tune in and listen to your body for the cues to drink water. Great. Drifting further into the future now. Perhaps next week or the months ahead, maybe even years ahead. And all that time of drinking that right amount of water for you, that regular daily intake. And noticing those health benefits, the increased physical and mental performance, feeling that heart beating stronger, that lovely smooth skin, that water naturally helping the overall health of that body. Knowing just how well you've learned to listen to that body, to its need for water, so naturally and easily. Such an effortless process. That's it. Seeing a you from the future, perhaps in a few minutes' time. Seeing a you just heading to the kitchen, pouring a glass of water, and just simply drinking it, and feeling wonderful, refreshed, purified with each and every gulp. And see you from tomorrow. That after a wonderful good night's sleep, you just awaken, head straight to the kitchen, and pour a glass of water. See you at meal times, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, enjoying a nice big glass of crisp, clear, refreshing water. That's it. Really savouring that taste of the water. Noticing what you can see, what you can hear when you drink the glass of water. What can you feel? That's it. And each and every morning when you awaken and have that first big glass of super crisp, clear, refreshing water, each and every morning that you do, you'll just deepen this commitment to drink water on the hour, every hour throughout the day. Making sure by the end of the day that you've got in your 2 or 3 litres. And then just notice the benefits of that over the coming days and weeks and months ahead. That's it. You'll notice the changes. And others around you will notice the changes as well. And this will just deepen your commitment to drinking more water to benefit you, your body, your mind, and your soul. That's it. So in a moment, but not yet, but in a moment, I'm going to count from 5 down to 1. And when I get to 1, you can be back in the room, back in the now, feeling amazing. Feeling far, far better than you've felt for in a long, long time. Having partaken in this deep hypnotic meditation. Bringing all the commands, all the tools, all the resources back with you, all the learnings. Bringing it back with you to the here and now and to the conscious mind. That's it. So I'm going to begin that count for you now. 5, just noticing my voice and the music. That's it. 4, notice the temperature of the room. Notice how your back feels against the chair or the bed that is supporting you there safely and securely. 3, full sensation returning to your body as you feel your fingers and your toes and perhaps give them a little wiggle and a shake out. That's it. And 2, drifting further and further back now to the here and now, knowing that your subconscious mind has learnt so well today on such a deep level. Starting to come back to the room. That's it. And 1, refreshed and revitalized. Opening up your eyes. Feeling so good. That's it. How was that? Welcome back. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Each and every time you have a session with me, whether it's in person at the studio or here on Facebook, you will experience an even deeper level of hypnosis, making all those changes that you need to deep within that subconscious mind of yours. Well, you are going to be drinking a lot of water this week and probably increasing your visits to the bathroom. But hey, you got to have the good with the bad, hey? So next week, we're doing a hypnotic meditation next Sunday evening at 8 p.m. Same thing, we're going to be popping it here into the Facebook groups. You can also catch the random pop-up replays throughout the week. But next week, it's on self-esteem. And it's a goodie. It's real going to boost that belief system right there deep inside your body and mind. You are worth it. The hypnotic meditation next week. So yeah, join us on one of the Facebook Lives, or you can follow the link and join me here in the studio. And you can just be up over here somewhere. There you go. And you can either do that or you can watch the Facebook Live. Pretty easy. So from clinical hypnotherapist, life coach, Rodney McQuay here, I'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye.